Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Brandanda Reviews. I am Brandon.
And I'm Miranda.
And if you're new to this, what we do is we take an album and we tell you what's good, what's bad, our favorite track, and just our overall take on the album itself. Today we have a treat. We are doing the 20th anniversary of Adrenaline's critically acclaimed album, Underdog. Released January 1st, 1999. This was their 5th full-length album release, and pretty excited about it.
I was not yet 1 year old.
There you go. Before we dive into this, I wanted to explain a little thing that the viewers may notice at home. Now, if you haven't enjoyed any of Taint Media's other videos, you may be wondering why often I'm wearing a hat that says Briars or Suave like today or another company. And you may wonder, wow, they must be making a lot of money because they're sponsored by those people.
And the answer is yes.
Yes. The answer is actually no. I'm a huge fan of NASCAR. And NASCAR is the only sport in the world where when you buy people's merchandise, you just walk around with companies on it. So if you're confused about that, there you go. Now, Miranda, were you confused the first time you saw me walking around with like 5-hour energy in my shirt and all, or?
I think you just strike me as somebody who takes up a deal. And so I feel like you just go around to places that have free t-shirts and stuff. And so I didn't really question when you had like 40 different brands on you at one time. But then I learned that you like NASCAR and then I understood. So.
Oh yeah, that's where people drive around with cars with stickers on them. Well, now that we've got that out of the way, we can dive into this album. First off, what was good about this was pretty much everything. I've long thought this was Adrenaline's best album, or at least like right there neck and neck with maybe their favorite album. You can't say their favorite album because that's a spoiler alert in case one day we review like another Adrenaline one. But you have your good songs. You've got your good like poppy, or I don't know like what you would say like Get Down or Mighty Good Leader. But you got like your good like just regular positive tracks. Then you got your more serious tones like with Hands and Feet or Good Life, and then you have your silly track with the Houseplant song. So I think you combine everything and you have an album that's just really good lyrically, really good musically, and you can just tell they really enjoyed making this album. And as the more I've listened to albums and even going through like my brief stints like in a band or whatever, I've noticed the difference like in music when someone's really enjoying stuff and when they're not. And just with this album, it seems like they went into it and they made an album that they were happy with, and that it sounds like it's just a passion project.
Yes. I think that it's very pop punk in the best way because like I think it was equal parts pop and punk, which is the best kind of pop punk. How many times can I say that? And it was also very diverse, like you said, but like in a way that like was cohesive, I think. Mm-hmm. Cohesive enough to know that it was the same album and also the same artist. And it was good. I enjoyed it.
That's good. With the bad, I think with a lot of 90s Christian, you have some things where people are either they're just kind of cheesy or they go overboard with trying to make it sound really deep or whatever. And there's a couple of tracks towards the end where I felt like that. Like one was this, is it This Day? I think that's what it's called.
Sure.
Let me make sure. I've got it pulled up on here just so. This Day, where it just kind of, it sounds like you're trying to go overboard with being deep. And also their remake of It Is Well With My Soul. I'm just not a fan of when people try to dress up hymns. Like if you're gonna do a cover of a hymn,
I'm fine with literally every other hymn, but It Is Well.
Just have like an acoustic guitar, because just don't do that. And even like with Chris Tomlin, like Amazing Grace was good, but you can't just make a career off of, that hymn everyone loves? Well, I added 5 words to it, and now it's my song. just lead hymns the way they are. So that's just my thing I didn't like is the remake with the hymn and just some of the tracks trying to almost force like a feeling or I don't know.
We're Christian.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, I think like while it was diverse, it was kind of confusing in parts of it because like they added elements that didn't necessarily need to be pop or punk. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Favorite tracks was Get Down and Hands and Feet. I think when an album's
That's
that
exactly
good.
What I wrote. We have not discussed this before.
When an album's just this good, you can't just settle on one. You have to kind of like with the Lauren Daigle, where you're like, well, this is my favorite track, but yeah, let me list like the other ones.
Yeah.
So what about them like made or stuck out to you?
I have just loved Get Down since I became a Christian at 5 years old. It was just my jam, and it reminds me of when I used to listen to them when I was younger. And then, I don't know, Hands and Feet was just good. Good lyrics, good lyrical content.
Yeah, growing up, I was like, Get Down just sounds cool. Then Hands and Feet, when we started our band, I think that was the first song we ever learned. Because I was like, well, this is a serious song, and people just like this. My takeaways from the album is I think you should go listen to it. I think if you want a taste of who Adrenaline is, this is a great way to start.
If you've only heard Big Big House, listen to this album.
Yeah. This is just a good example of how like you can be in a Christian band and you can have stuff that's not cheesy. That's like being a Christian band, the music sounds good, the lyrics don't have to be like over the top or cheesy or whatever. And I think Adrenaline as a whole is a good band. I think arguably they're in the Mount Rushmore of Christian music, at least in the 90s, if not all of Christian music.
I think that we're on the same wavelength for this album. I like that album, and I think that if you've never listened to them before, or if you listened to not much of them before, and you want to get a taste, and you want it to be a good taste, then this is the album to listen to.
All right, well, there you had it. Let us know in the comments what we got right, what we got wrong. If you have any recommendations or suggestions for albums for us to check out, whether they're a throwback album, whether their album just came out, or whether there's something on the horizon that you're interested in, we'd love to listen to it. As always, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, go check out some of our skits, go check out some of our tank talks, and check out some more of these videos because we love talking about music.
And listen to more music.
There you go. Thank you and have a great week.
Farewell.